Algebra 2, Semester 2, Final Exam Review. Numbers 20, 21, and 22 are the ones I'll be looking at in this video. Number 20, fungi are fungi? Let's go with fungi. Fungi are reproducing exponentially with respect to time, as shown in the table below. Which of the following equations expresses fungi as y at a time t? So we have these four equations. One of them should match here. Now, if you don't remember how to go from these numbers to the equations, what you can always do, you can always plug in numbers. Meaning that you could take 0 for the days, that would plug into the t, work it out, see if you get 20. And then if it does, then go to with the 1, t equals 1. Plug the 1 in there, work it all out, see if you get 60. Plug in the 2, work it all out, see if you got 180. And if you do get all three answers, then that's the one you want. Now, to the other way to get the correct equation, notice that from 20 to 60 you're increasing by 40. 60 to 80 you're increasing by not 40, because what you're looking for is to see if you keep adding the same amount each time or if you keep multiplying the same amount each time. Here it looks like it's going to be multiplication. So to see what we're multiplying, let's see, 20 into 60, 20 times 3 gives us 60. 60 times 3 gives us 180. If you can't come up with that 3 right away, then you can just divide. 60 divided by 20, divide by the 1 before it. 180 divided by 60 gives you the 3. But either way, notice that it is multiplying the same thing each time, multiplying by 3 each time. So since it is a multiplication pattern, when we went back to exponential functions and all the sequences, when you're multiplying, you're following a times b to the x, where the a would be the initial value, the 0 term, and the b is what you're multiplying by each time. So just by getting this, we know that this is not going to be our answer because it's got that addition in there. We don't want that. The a, the initial value, again, was with a 0, so day 0, that's what we would have in front. So we want a 20 in front of the parentheses. And I'll put, instead of x, I'll put a t for the time. So if you look at what's left, notice that the only one that's there is 20, and that's probably going to be it. Again, we're multiplying by 3 each time, so that 3 will go there, and this is indeed the correct one, 20 times 3 to the t power. So for number 20, problem number 20, our answer is A. Number 21, 2 classrooms each consist of freshmen and sophomores. Classroom A contains 5 freshmen and 3 sophomores, and classroom B contains 4 freshmen and 5 sophomores. As soon as randomly selected from each classroom, what is the probability that both students are freshmen? So we need 2 probabilities, one probability for classroom A and then one for classroom B. So we'll start with the fractions for each one. We're looking for how many freshmen we have in each room. So this classroom A contains 5 freshmen, so that's what we want on top, and 3 sophomores, meaning you have 8 total students in room A. 5 plus 3 gives us the 8. Classroom B contains 4 freshmen, so there's our 4, and 5 sophomores, so we have 4 plus 5, 9 total in classroom B. To get both freshmen from these 2 rooms, we have to take these 2 probabilities and multiply them. So when we do multiplying, we can cancel. The 4 with the 8 cross cancels. That becomes 1 and 2. Nothing we can do with 5 and 9, so then it's just multiplication from there. 5 times 1 gives us a 5 on top. 2 times 9 gives us 18. We would want to see if we can reduce this at all. We can. There's nothing that goes into both 5 and 18. Which means our answer for number 20 is going to be C, 5/18. The last one for this video, number 22. Sarah and Amy are among 10 students who have applied for a trip to Disneyland. 2 students from the group will be selected randomly for the trip. What is the probability that Sarah and Amy will be selected to go to Disneyland? Now notice it didn't say that they were selecting Sarah first and then Amy second. There's no particular order here, which means we're using the combination formula because we're getting a group of 2 people out of these total number of students. And remember that formula is n factorial over n minus r factorial times r factorial. The n is the total number of people that you're choosing from, which is, since in the beginning it said are among 10 students, that is our total. The R is how many people we're choosing. We're only choosing 2, Sarah and Amy, so that would be a 2 there, which means we have 10 factorial over 10 minus 2 factorial, 2 factorial. 10 factorial. By the way, most of you can probably just do this in your head as you're writing this out, but I just want to show all the work. You get 8 factorial, 2 factorial, and then when you start writing out your factorials, remember you can stop at 8. 10 times 9 times 8 factorial, because now the 8 factorials will cancel. On the bottom, 2 factorial is 2 times 1. So then you're taking 2 and canceling with the 10, or if you want 10 to do 10 times 9 divided by 2, that's fine. But if you cancel the 2, that becomes 1, that becomes 5. 5 times 9 is 45. And again, they asked about the probability, so the probability would just be one chance that Sarah and Amy are picked out of these 45 different possibilities. So our answer is going to be C, 1 out of 45.